like you professors are?
My name is Nicole Hernandez-Hammer, and I am the Southeast Climate Change Advocate for the Union of Concerned Scientists. I'm also a sea level rise specialist. I am looking at the impacts of king tide, both on places that are protected and places that aren't protected. So here we're on Indian Creek Drive, and we see that there are a ton of sandbags, and we've got pumps running, and the city's ready for the flooding. So it's great because people can walk on the street. Basically right now we get about 6 king tide events per year. So we get a morning and an evening high tide, and the tides are high enough where they cause flooding. By the year 2045, we're going to get at least 240 of those events per year. So while sandbags and temporary pumps are helpful for events that happen maybe 6 times a year, ultimately we're going to need a whole different set of permanent type of infrastructure to deal with these types of impacts.
I'm a co-executive producer of the Years of Living Dangerously, which is going to be on National Geographic next year. So it's a documentary series on the effects of climate change, doing reporting all over the world. The first season of the Years of Living Dangerously was on Showtime last year, and next year it will be on National Geographic. One of the stories that we're focusing on is about Miami and the sea level rise, which we see around us, and some of the efforts to try to help, if there is a way to at least raise awareness. And as I look around, you see that there's more attention being paid to this problem, that obviously you see the effects of climate change, of rising seas. We're taking a look at Miami Beach and some of the efforts that are going into installing some of the pumps, but clearly on king tide days there is flooding. Flooding and sea level rise are very real threats to the United States and to the world. There's scientific evidence that the rates of sea level rise are going to be higher. There's melting in Antarctica and in Greenland. You see rising temperatures in the oceans, which is causing more severe storms. And people need to be aware of the problem and to see how they're going to try to fix it, what mitigation can be done, and if some say there needs to be an orderly evacuation or withdrawal from this part of the country. Should there be this much building going on? What kind of building code should be in place? What sort of precautions or preparations do people need to take? So I don't think there's any more important domestic story than sea level rise and climate change, certainly on the east coast of the United States.
In 30 years from now, we're going to have at least 240 king tide type events per year. That's really what's in the future. And sea level rise isn't going to stop rising after then. We're locked into several decades of sea level rise at least. And so we have to really start thinking about adaptation, but we have to think about adaptation that's based on clean energy. So right now in Florida, we get most of our energy from fossil fuel sources. And so we need to think about moving from that and leveraging all the opportunity we have here to depend on solar energy so that as we adapt, we're not contributing to climate change.